a good one here, and eventually we will. So just a brief video update on Terry Crews. And before I get into this, like, subscribe, share, help promote my content, rank it up, all that good stuff, because we have to compete with certain celebrities. But Terry Crews is a celebrity I'm on board with. I absolutely agree with. And it is finally time he stood his ground, and it is actually great to see him standing his ground. He says, "This is the hill I am willing to die on." He has firmly stood his ground this time, and hopefully it stays that way and he does not back down. It seems that he's hell-bent on standing that ground. And I've been following this situation as it's developed up until this point. Terry Crews has had a lot of backlash for speaking out against Black Lives Matter and talking about if we defeat white supremacy without white people, this creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. And he added, like it or not, we're all in this together. And for some reason, that was so offensive to people and so racist to people. Something that level-headed and sensible was just absurd and ridiculous to certain individuals. A lot of individuals, in fact. Over on Twitter, and the mob came after him. Now, I'm not going to show all the stuff they said. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not even going to get into all the stuff that's on this page, because they use the N-word against him on a few occasions. And those are black people using the N-word. I don't know if there were any white liberals using the N-word, but I wouldn't put it past them. But I don't like that word said in any context at all. I think it's a dumb word, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it coming from anybody, not even black people themselves. So he would go on to explain those comments in an interview with The Talk, where he cited genocide in Rwanda. And I was just talking about the whole white supremacy thing. And he wrote on Twitter, "If you are a child of God, you are my brother and sister. I have family of every race, creed, and ideology." And people don't like him being sensible. So while the actor has been frequently attacked for his comments, he has not backed down. In fact, he recently doubled down on Independence Day. The actor took to Twitter to make clear that he felt there are good people in every group. Are all white people bad? No. Are all black people good? No. That's what he wrote on Twitter. And he added, "Knowing this reality, I stand on my decision to unite with good people, no matter the race, creed, or ideology. Given the number of threats against this decision, I also decide to die on this hill," Crews concluded. It is absolutely great for him to stand his ground. And as you can see from the recording, he's a big YouTuber. He said, "Terry, I love you for real. The stakes have never been higher for daring to step outside the improved narrative. I really hope to see you on the next season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and live streaming your next PC build." So, yeah, I saw the comments on Twitter. I saw Terry Crews' post. I think it's absolutely amazing that he's standing his ground. Now, if only more people in Hollywood would stand their ground and stand up against the narrative, stand up to the narrative that's being spouted. BLM is actually coming off very terroristic. It's coming off as a very terroristic group. The foundation itself admits to being Marxist, trained Marxist. And I just wanted to do there's not much else below. There are some hateful comments from the Twitter mob. There are some positive comments from people with sensibility supporting him in his decision, but there are likely more people negatively against him for this over on Twitter that are probably trashing him every second, and it may very well lead to his cancellation or something like that, because as we know, even though he's a black man, wouldn't put it past him to put a black man out of work, because this isn't really about Black Lives Matter. It really isn't. It's just about tearing down the country and building it back up in their own narrative that does not support capitalism or any of that. They just want to have a socialist society. And it's just a really childish way everything's going down, and how everything's still out of control, and how the hammer has not come down yet to resolve this issue. And the hammer absolutely needs to come down. But I understand as to why it hasn't come down, because if you act too swiftly and strongly against this type of thing, a lot of people are going to be manipulated into believing that oh, there is systemic racism and all that garbage. But anyways, Terry Crews is awesome. Follow the man on Twitter. Show your support to him. Keep him strong. Help him maintain that backbone. Make sure he doesn't lose his footing on that hill he's decided to stand on. I gotta applaud this man. Really, really like what he's doing here. It is awesome to say. It is awesome to actually feel like a celebrity isn't complete trash. Because most celebrities are, and they're just virtue signaling. But this guy here is a damn champion. So, big good one here. Eventually we will. Like, subscribe, share, stay awesome. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on Terry. And hopefully you go over there and support him for standing his ground. Stay awesome. Rock on.